Welcome to Wooden Gate Quilts. I'm Debbie. I'm the owner of Wooden Gate Quilts, and I'm the happy face that shows you all the beauty in fabric, in our shop anyway. So today is a special day because we're starting our Christmas projects, and it's called Staff Christmas. And instead of doing the 12 days of Christmas projects all in December every day, we're going to do one a week. And what a better way to start than with Margaret. Let's bring Margaret in. So, this is my mom, Margaret. Sorry, Janice, I'm claiming her. Margaret has been in the Bay Area way too many years. And you have been with Wooden Gate a long time. And, you know, my story started with Margaret as a connection, coming here and learning how to sew all over again. So, anybody that is in with Margaret, she's got the patience of a saint. She will persist, and there is nothing that you want to do that Margaret will stop you from doing, even if you don't know how to do it. She will say, yep, you can do it, and somehow you do it, and then she goes, see, I told you how, and then you find out how hard that nobody else in the world would do that for a first project or a second project, but Margaret said, yeah, you can do it. So she believes in everybody that she comes in contact with.
And someone is asking, where can I find Margaret?
You can find Margaret. First off, Margaret's Tuesday stitch clubs are full, overflowing, in fact. So we've started Mondays with Margaret. So if you want to be a Stitch Club member or drop in for a daily stitch pass, Mondays, she's here all day. So you can come from 10 to 1 or 1:30 to 4:30. Margaret's in the classroom. You bring your machine, you bring your project, and you've got the expert to sit next to you and guide you along the way, or just to ask questions and just to sit there and convince with you. I mean, that's what Stitch Club is all about. And like I said, we started Stitch Club 2 years ago, and she does Sundays, third Sunday of the month, which is also full. I'm telling you, this lady fills the classroom. So if you're interested in the Monday Stitch Club, comment below and let me know, because you'll have to get a hold of me, because you can't register for that online. You have to come directly through me. So comment. Gatekeeper. I am the gatekeeper, because otherwise it gets ugly in there. It gets ugly because people show up and then there's not enough seats, and it's not fun. It's not fun for anybody, especially for me. So we're trying to do a little bit different. So sign up through me. You can call me, text me. You can also email me. Everything is on the website on how to get a hold of me. So Mondays with Margaret, popular. So again, we are going to have 2 Margaret napkin kits. One is Christmas. One is Thanksgiving. So each kit will make 4 napkins. So do your math. If you've got a large family of 12, you're going to need 3 kits. If you've got 4 people, you only need 1 kit. Quick and easy, lemon squeezy. These that you see in this little bun basket, I made the night before Thanksgiving. I called Margaret at 8 o'clock at night and said, how do I do this again? And she talked me into it, and then voila, I made 6 of these little babies in like an hour. I mean, they're really quick. Look at how pretty that was my table. And then I made a larger bowl cozy for my casserole dishes that matched. I mean, everybody thought I went to Pottery Barn. And I was like, no, it came out of my sewing room. Fabric in my shop. And trust me, this fabric is not here any longer. This was last year's fall fabric.
Too bad.
I know, they were really, really pretty. So I'm going to turn it over to Margaret. Off you go.
Our goal is to make a napkin. So in this particular napkin, this fabric was the back and the edge, and the polka dots went in the center. Here's your component. You have, out of a fat quarter, you cut yourself a square. And out of the square, you create this funny looking object. I'm going to show you how it got cut off because it's important. You actually are going to create almost like a basket. So for this one that I'm going to demonstrate, this is the back and the edge, and oh boy, white with little dots on it in case you spill. You've already got the spills on it. That's why I picked that fabric. So the first thing I'm going to do is create the edge so that it will fold over. I'm going to cut this off using the angles that are on the 45-degree angle that is on my ruler. Everybody's got something like this, I'm sure. So that the 45 line goes on the edge of the folded napkin. And I'm going to cut this off. Now you have these cute little triangles. So what you're going to do with this you're going to press a generous eighth all the way around. Can you see that? And then you're going to cut a square that goes in the middle. And I've already cut my square. So there's your setup. That's going to be a napkin that looks like that when you're all done. So this one I've already sewn a corner so you can see how the corner goes together. You're going to bring those edges together after you've pressed your 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch under. Stitch it and do all the corners so that you have a little basket that's already made up. And then you put a fabric in the center.
So you're just tucking, right?
You're just tucking it in and then you'll pin it. I like to pin them in place. And the iron's your friend here. This isn't on, but at this point I would press this all the way around. And I would make sure that it was pinned well. And pick a stitch that you like. When I made this one, I liked this stitch. I had got it. And everybody's got good stitches on their machines.
If anybody wants to see which stitch she used.
And there's nothing wrong with just a good old straight stitch.
I zigzagged, and you can barely see.
But almost every machine, this was just on my little travel machine that I keep in the classroom. This was a stitch that was available on my little Janome.
We always have those 81 stitches we never use, right?
This is the time to use
that we paid for on our machine, even the most basic machine.
Mm-hmm.
So this is perfect time to use them. That's it.
That's all there is to it. You're basically doing a reverse miter, creating your little basket for the inside to go in, stitch it around, and you're done. And they wash beautifully. This one's actually got a bigger piece that goes inside of it, but because this is a larger version. I decided to make some big ones and some little ones. I like this version. It's great for picnics. It works great to just use. They're not overwhelming, but you can make them bigger. That's what this one's going to use.
That would be a good size for the children's table.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes we don't decorate the children's table as nicely as we do the real table because they're kids. But what a great time to make them feel fancy and make cute. There's some cute Christmas patterns for kids that are here. That would be, I think that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to whip some up and send them off, to the grandkids. And
if we haven't sold out of all the Halloween fabric, we've had some great Halloween fabric to make Halloween napkins for next year.
Halloween fabric will be on sale this Saturday. So, yeah.
And this is eco-friendly, I might add.
Eco-friendly.
Yes, these don't get thrown away, please, after all your
Thank you
work.
guys so much for rejoining and making sure that you did get the full Margaret. These napkins are wonderful for gifts, for hostess gifts. We were saying earlier, just, make 4 napkins, a bottle of wine, put it in a bag, and voila, you're going to be the best friend ever. Make them for birthday parties, for picnic baskets. I know Margaret made a whole bunch for Erica. She was giving for wedding gifts, right? And shower gifts. It's just the right thing to do, and the best thing to do for the environment is using this fabric. And again, 2 yards of fabric. Pick your kit. Come and pick your fabrics. All right? So until Saturday, bye.